Lofty allows people to step into the world of real estate investing for just $50, which is a massive shift from the usual 20% down payments or high minimums seen on other crowdfunding sites. This platform uses the Algorand blockchain to break properties down into tokens, and each house is owned by an individual LLC. The primary appeal here is that it democratizes an asset class that was previously locked away for the wealthy. Instead of owning physical bricks and mortar, you own a membership interest in the LLC that holds the property. This structure is intended to make everything faster and more transparent, although it does mean you are operating within a high-tech ecosystem rather than a traditional one. One of the most impressive features of Lofty is the daily rental payout system. While most investments pay out monthly or quarterly, this platform drops your share of the rent into your account every single day. If you are looking to compound your returns quickly, this is a game changer because you can reinvest those small amounts almost immediately. The annual returns generally fall in the range of 10.66% on average, with some properties reaching yields between 5 and 12% depending on the market and management. It feels more like a liquid savings account than a rigid property investment because there are no lock-in periods. You can list your tokens on a secondary marketplace at any time, which provides a level of flexibility that traditional real estate just cannot match. You also get a surprising amount of control through direct governance. Even with a small $50 stake, you have a vote on significant decisions like whether to fire a property manager or approve major repairs. Lofty is also very lean on buyer fees. They generally charge the sellers a listing fee rather than taking a management fee out of your principal. However, keep in mind that property management costs are still deducted from the gross rent before you get your cut. The efficiency of the blockchain means transaction fees are negligible, often just a fraction of a cent, which is what makes those tiny daily micro payouts even possible. On the flip side, there are real risks that come with being an early adopter of this technology. You are facing platform and technology risk, often called wrapper risk. Since Lofty is a startup using blockchain, the legal process of claiming your ownership in those LLCs if the company ever goes under is largely untested. You are also at the mercy of third-party property managers. If they do a poor job, your vacancy rates could go up and your income could drop to zero until a new tenant is found. Many of the properties are in high-yield Rust Belt markets like Cleveland or Detroit, which can sometimes mean slower appreciation or more tenant turnover compared to luxury markets. The secondary market is another area where you need to be careful. While you can list your tokens for sale whenever you want, liquidity is not guaranteed. If the housing market takes a dip, you might find it hard to find a buyer at your asking price. There is also added tax complexity because you are technically a member of multiple LLCs, though the platform tries to help by providing consolidated documents. It is also important to note that the terms of service usually require binding arbitration, so you are giving up the right to a jury trial if a dispute arises with the platform. If you are someone who wants to slowly build a portfolio house by house with $50 or $100 a month, this tool is a fantastic fit. It is perfect for those who value liquidity and love the idea of seeing passive income hit their account every morning. However, if the technical side of blockchain and wallets makes you uncomfortable, or if you are looking for very safe blue chip properties with guaranteed returns, this might not be for you. A smart way to start is by diversifying your first $500 across 10 different properties to protect yourself if one tenant stops paying. In summary, Lofty is an innovative way to access real estate with ultra-low entry costs and daily payouts, but it carries significant startup and technology risks. You must be comfortable with the lack of a long-term track record for this model and the potential for liquidity to dry up in the secondary market during a downturn.